Press and welcome to the player, David Brandley, and the coach of Dijon, Neil Markovic. The final score is 85 for Strasbourg against 72 for Dijon. David, what are your feelings about this game?
I think we didn't have a good start into the game. They got a lot of easy baskets, especially in transition. Of course, it hurt us a lot that we lost Marquise. He's our top scorer, so that's important. That was a big piece for us. But nevertheless, I think today this one kind of hurts a little bit because it feels like we got out-hustled a little bit. It felt like they got every 50-50 ball they got, and they scored off it. So, and that's usually something we take pride in. So that hurts a little bit. Did a lot of mistakes. We fought to the end. It didn't work out today. I think we had too much mistakes also on defense. We let them kind of dictate the game, and every time we got close to kind of even the score or maybe get into the lead, we turned the ball over or they got offensive rebound and second chance points. So on this level you can't win like that. So, but it's not over, so we have a fighting spirit. We will regroup, we will learn from this, and we will be ready for the next game. Thank you.
A question about the game. It seems like you had troubles, especially with Massa, who was difficult to block under your basket.
Yeah, on the short roll, our rotation was late. He had long arms, so once he gets it near to the basket, it's difficult to stop. So, like I said, we had a lot of mistakes on defense, so that was one of them for sure. They kind of capitalized too much of the short roll.
You spoke about Marquis before. It seems like it was kind of a shock for the team for like 5-6 minutes, and you were a little dizzy with his going out.
I mean, it's emotions, I didn't see the play, I don't know what happened, but I have to see it. Like I said, it's unfortunate that we lost him because he's an important part of our team and we need him.
Thank you. Thank you, David.
Can I leave on to stay?
No, first of all, congratulations, Strasbourg, on the win. I think they deserve completely the win. I think we start the game very wrong, like we start the game against Paris, with very bad transition defense again. We receive too many easy points, too many, I don't want to say stupid points, but if you have another word, you can use it. 2 lobs because Kouros block Marquise and get 2 layups, ridiculous. On this level, this is ridiculous, And then every time we will make one mistake, if our pick and roll defense will be good, let's say to stop the ball, then we pass the short roll, we cover, then somebody else will sleep somewhere, and then either we receive a layup or open shot, or they will miss, and we will look like until we turn, the ball will be there, and they took all these loose balls. I think if you calculate these loose balls, they was on the floor, every time Lansdowne or the other guys was there getting the ball. Even there was 3 our guys and 1 guys from Strasbourg, they will get the ball. So I think the determination to win the game was bigger in terms of coming here and try to get a away win, because that's important for them and also for us, for sure, to evaluate the win that we make away in Jerusalem. But unfortunately, we didn't play the good game. We tried to fight, but we make a very wrong decision. We turned the ball over in the first half, especially 11 free turnovers, but like very simple, not forced turnovers. And even when we come back, we had sort of momentum maybe to come close to tie the game. We missed 1, 2, 3 open shots, and Strasbourg. In the other hand, until we understand what's going on, they scored the point in our back. So basically, nothing to do. Bad game for us, good game for Strasbourg, and let's the next one, because this is doesn't stop. There's too many games to play, and we need to be focused on the next one.
It was difficult with already Matt with a little injury. Then Marquis, after 5 minutes, it kind of changed the game a little.
changed games a lot. But what to do? I mean, the guys might get injured. He was not ready to play today, and Marquise. He needs to understand what he do, that he cannot do these kind of things in the serious basketball team in professional level. I mean, Kouros grabbed his leg, his intentional foul. This is stop there, you know. You don't need to react. You don't need to say something. You need to try to whatever he did, you know. The referee said he put the hand on his face, but for me, you cannot do this on the professional level. He's young. He needs to learn that this stuff doesn't belong to the professional sport.
Well, about the second half, as you said, you had the momentum. It was quite close, just one or two shots perhaps to have better hopes at the end.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't make a shot, and the momentum is gone, you know. We didn't capitalize, let's say, if you see the transition game points, we just scored 2 fast break points and Strasbourg scored 14. And we didn't have almost at all any easy points, you know. And that's a big thing in the game like this, to have easy points out of turnovers in transition, some open shots, some like they had, and they get confidence from this early in the game, and they play well all the game, and they use all our mistakes, you know. Thank you.
Welcome the player for Strasbourg, Paul Lacombe, and the coach, Luca Banchi. Thank you for coming. Paul, after this tough game, your feelings about your win?
We were talking with the coach before the game and after the game, whatever. This group is so like tight, I think, so like no real favorite in this group. So we were talking about how important it is to try to win on the road, and we succeed tonight with a good average point. So it's a really good job, because it's never easy, what circumstances are to come and win here. I know it because I play a lot of time here. So the win is really important, and we just lost many players, and just JBMI just before, and I think this win is for him, because it was so important for our game, for our team, and now you need to rest a really long time. So I think me and the team want to give this win for him. En français, ok.
Paul, on a vu sur cette rencontre que vous avez essayé de lancer beaucoup de jeux rapides. C'était vraiment une tactique définie. Dès qu'il y avait des paniers, même de Dijon, de tout de suite essayer de jouer vite.
Non, même pas forcément. Ça s'est fait vraiment naturellement. Après, on a deux joueurs, Deré et Rodi Kouroux, qui sont plutôt bons là-dessus. Et ils ont un bon sens de l'anticipation. Et c'est vrai qu'en première mi-temps, ça nous a énormément porté. On a réussi à plutôt très bien défendre, à faire pas mal de stops. Et voilà, on a appuyé là où ça a fait mal en première mi-temps, un peu moins en deuxième. Ils ont resserré, je trouve, ils ont perdu moins de ballons bêtement. Et ça a été moins évident, mais c'est sûr qu'en première mi-temps, on a appuyé. Mais non, c'était pas forcément une consigne. Dijon n'est pas forcément habitué pour perdre des ballons autant bêtement, dans les circonstances, aussi rapidement, quoi, j'ai envie de dire. Normalement, c'est une équipe qui tient quand même mieux la balle. Et voilà, donc non, c'était pas une consigne, ça a été des faits de jeu et on l'a plutôt bien exploité.
Quand on voit tout ce qui nous tombe sur le chrono durable, la dernière note, tu le soulignais,
Ouais.
qui quitte le navire contraint et forcé, est-ce qu'il y a plus de solidarité
complètement.
Se sert plus les liens
Complé-
entre les
Ouais,
finalement,
complètement. Il y a plusieurs choses qui entrent en compte. Du coup, voilà, ça vient de l'intérieur. Le coach l'a dit, l'a redit, l'a répété. Même si on a réussi à intégrer un nouveau joueur, mais là c'est encore un peu short pour lui. Il vient juste d'arriver, d'avoir une réelle intégration. Il nous a dit de toute façon ça viendra que de l'intérieur. Donc je pense que c'est ce qui s'est passé ce soir. On a vu une vraie solidarité entre les joueurs, notamment en deuxième mi-temps, surtout en dernier quart-temps où la consigne c'était vraiment de s'entraider pour défendre sur Holston, parce que c'est quand même un animal. Voilà, et on l'a plutôt bien fait en fin de match, et c'est là où il a moins brillé, et justement c'est peut-être pour ça aussi qu'on gagne avec un bel écart. Maintenant on doit compter sur tous les gars qui sont à l'intérieur, notamment sur Lucas, qui a fait un excellent match le match dernier en championnat, ce soir qui a tout donné défensivement, et voilà, il comprend son rôle, et il va nous apporter par la suite, et voilà, jusqu'à ce que le club trouve une solution pour remplacer malheureusement JB.
On parlait de David Holston, il y a un certain Marcus Skin de votre équipe qui a fait mal à Dijon ce soir.
Alors c'est marrant parce que j'étais pas là au match en championnat à l'aller, mais on m'avait dit que Marcus était un peu rentré dans un duel avec Holston, et ça s'était pas très bien fini et pas très bien passé. Ce soir, je trouve qu'il a joué plutôt juste. Il a attendu qu'on lui donne des ballons, d'avoir plus de liberté, et il sait de toute façon que c'est notre joueur qui aura le ballon dans le money time. Et franchement, je trouve qu'il progresse. Je trouve que ses choix de shoot sont de mieux en mieux. Et puis, franchement, il est quand même bon, Marcus, parce qu'il met des shoots vraiment difficiles, pas toujours bien sélectionnés, mais c'est son... c'est le flow de l'équipe, c'est le rythme de l'équipe. On a besoin de ça aussi. Et lui, il a besoin de ça, et il est fort sur certains. J'ai en mémoire un shoot à 2 points, pull-up avec, je crois, Joe Roussel sur lui, où il le met. Mais voilà, bravo à lui, et tant mieux pour nous.
Question, ça fait quand même quelques mois que tu es là maintenant,
Ouais.
mais est-ce que c'est peut-être le match le mieux maîtrisé parce que
Ouais.
vous le méritez,
Ah bah,
il y a eu
Ah bah,
des
complètement, je crois que c'est sûrement en plus la victoire avec le plus d'écart qu'on a eu, il me semble. Donc sûrement le match mieux maîtrisé. Pour une fois, à la fin, on s'est pas fait peur. On les a pas laissés revenir, et voilà. Et comme j'ai dit en tout début d'interview, cette victoire va sûrement compter à la fin, et surtout avec le point avérage peut-être à un moment donné. C'est bon, messieurs. Là-dessus. Bonne soirée, messieurs, dames.
Merci.
Mr. Banky, your feelings about this game?
I believe all the people came before me already explained. Nothing to add. Happy for the win, and as Paul just told, I believe tonight we played also to send a message that group of people wanna respond to the adversities. Unfortunately, we are suffering so many injuries who can really put the team in trouble. But one more time, we gave a signal that we are still alive, having inside the group the values to respond. So is actually our thought is totally devoted to JB. We know how much he's doing and he did for this group, and also to come out of such a difficult situation after a difficult beginning of the season, and he really deserves to finish that season together with us. So actually my mind is totally with him, and I believe that the team tonight was capable to use the opportunity, because of course when you lose a player important like McDuffie after a few minutes, you have an opportunity, but we were so good to use it. We had a very solid defense, and that's, I believe, the most important, that the team, despite the absence of Jebe, was able to play with the spirit that he really believes is in the DNA of a team like Strasbourg.
You also try something like Massa defending on Holston. It was kind of a successful try.
It's part of our defensive arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So was I believe despite we talk about a top level player, capable also to feel the momentums in a game. You know, he proved also last game against Paris with the team down by 22 points. He responded as a leader. He took the team on his hands, and he starts to create for himself, not only for the teammates. As floor general. So we try to work with different choices and different players defending him, because it's very difficult to limit with only one player. So we alternate several guys trying to oppose size, speed, athleticism. You know, it's never easy. Also trying to disconnect the rope who put him together with the teammates, because this guy is so good for him, but especially good to make the other better. It's always difficult, and I believe tonight we did a pretty good job.
Just a question, because you say it was a nonsense game or nonsense mission because of the difference of forces at the beginning of the game. Do you see limits in your group? Who has problem? Who has problem and problem?
Actually, the results prove, as Paul just told, that in this group, despite injuries or those four teams here, every night teams can beat each other. Tonight, Jerusalem, after the loss, and was a clear loss, home against Dijon, went to Holon. That, believe me, I know that you have experience about that. But winning Holon is something special. You have to play a very good game to win there. We saw how good is the team. We know how exciting it is for the home players. Play home, play there with such a crowd, such a fans. So win that game, prove that Jerusalem, but we knew Jerusalem is one of the candidates at the Final Four. This group is very tight, very competitive, and actually, despite probably we don't have the roster, apparently, to compete with such a kind of teams, it's good that at least we have the spirit and the values, to fight. And I really hope that we will be able to keep such a spirit also in the next 48 hours, going in a league game, so difficult league game in Le Portel. Schedule is not helping. But despite the emergency, we have to respond. So, and then just a few hours to come back home, change the bag, wash our stuff, and go to Jerusalem. Not easy for a team like this, with so many injuries and so short rotation. But actually, it's our job, and we have to do it in the best way possible.
It seems that difficulties make you stronger, make you stick together.
Yeah, but
closer,
that can happen. Can happen, and has happened, for example, in Paris, that our weakness show, and everybody point the finger on us, because we lost this game.
Yeah, but there is
there's a very low knowledge of the struggles of this team, who's facing every single day since the beginning of the season. We have to appreciate more and deeper what the team is doing. Conscious that every night, starting from the next, will be more difficult. It's not easy to rebuild the shape of the players, not easy for our staff to rebuild their bodies, their energy, and mentally reset to come back and make another effort like this. Can happen in sports. And who doesn't understand the sport. Okay.